Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the class. How are you?
Good, miss.
Hi, Rania. How are you? I didn't see you since the morning. Are you okay?
Yeah, miss, I'm sorry. I just slept. I slept and then I woke up and I found the class stopped.
It's okay, no problem. And make sure to see the recorded video, okay? And if you have
Okay.
any question, you can always ask me. Okay, my girls.
Okay.
In the second part of our class today, we are going to have conventions and we are going to discuss this lesson about comparative and superlative adjectives. Of course, this lesson is super easy for you because you took it since grade 1 and grade 2, and every year you repeat it. But we are going to revise it, however. So, inshallah, it will be so easy for you. We have something in English. We call it adjectives. Adjectives are words that we use it to describe things around us. If I want to describe the size of something, or the color of something, or the shape of it, or the number of it, all of these words that I use, I call them adjective. If I use the word wonderful, pretty, big, small, square, circle, number one, number two, I have two classes, I have three classes, all of these numbers, shapes, colors, all of them are adjectives. Now I know the adjectives, but if I want to use the adjectives to compare between two things, what would I do with that adjective? And if I want to compare between one thing and other things around it, between one and a group, for example, I want to compare one girl from a class, the whole class, or if I want to compare a boy to all his cousins, what would I do? How I use the adjectives in this situation? This is our lesson for today. To know that, I want you first to go to your notebooks and to open the page 352 in the notebook, and then to come back to focus on this presentation. So I want to take, for example, the Simpson family, to take it to compare between each one and another. Let's go, for example, the first one. The first thing I have is comparative adjectives. Comparative from its name. I have two things and I want to compare between them. Maybe two objects, maybe two people, maybe two places. For example, maybe I want to compare between Lin and Ghalia, or between Ghalia and Malak, or between me and Watin. Or for example, I want to compare between Dar Farsan school and, for example, Dar Jannah school. Or I want to compare between Huawei phone and iPhone. I want to compare between them. Then I will use comparative adjectives. Comparative means two, relationship between two. طيب, the first, I have rules, of course, for that. The first rule is when I have adjective that is from one syllable, that means it's a short adjective. Short adjective usually contain of one syllable, يعني three letters or four letters or five letters, like the word tall. For example, this is one syllable word: tall, short, big, small. What else I can say? For example, tall, short, big, small. All of these are one syllable adjective. They are short adjectives. To have short adjective, and I want to compare between person and another, like for example, this a boy and his sister, Bart and his sister. I want to say that Bart, he has the tall, while his sister, she is short. What would I say? I would say Bart is taller. I bring the adjective tall and I add for it er and the word than. Why than? Because I want to show that there's another person that I compare him to. So than here to show that there are two people on the both sides. One is Bart and one is his sister. If I say Bart is taller Maggie, then the sentence wouldn't be fit. But if I say Bart is taller than Maggie, then I will understand and this would be a correct sentence. So if I have one syllable adjective, I have to add er and than. It will become taller than, shorter than, bigger than, smaller than, older than, younger than. All of these words are the first rule and one syllable adjective. The second rule we
Miss,
have is when we have an adjective that is from one syllable but end with y. Like if I have, for example, if I have easy, easy, lazy, happy, all of them they end with y and they are one syllable. Type I want to compare one to another with this one. What would I do? The same thing. I will add er and than, but I will change the y and I put instead of it I. And then I add the er. Then easy it become easier than, lazy it become easier than, and lazier than, and happy happier than. So lazy, this is why I will change it to I and I will add er than. Lazy, lazier than. Homer is lazier than Lisa. Okay,
Miss,
this is for the y. Who's talking?
it's me.
Yes, Ghalia.
Um, can my brother listen to you about the adjective because he's still he doesn't know about it and he just heard that I'm knowing about the adjectives.
Of course he can join. Yes, yes. Okay,
Okay.
the other rule we have for the comparative, I want to compare between two person, but I have adjective from one syllable, but I have it like this. I have consonant, vowel in the middle, and consonant. And I want to compare this to this. What would I do? The same thing, I would add er and then what? The last consonant right here, I will double it. Okay, it will become fatter, fatter. Then the t, it will be double t and add er and then I would say Homer is fatter than Marge. So fat, it will become fatter. If I have also the word, and this is only with the word that's from 3 letters, which is like wit, fat, what else, fit. All of them, they are what? They are consonant, vowel in the middle, and consonant. What would I do in this situation? If I want to add er, على طول I will double the last letter. So it will become wetter than, fatter than, fitter than. All of them double the last letter. Understood until now?
Yeah, miss.
Okay, this is the third rule. We are still in the short adjective now. طيب, if I have a long adjective, like what? Like if I have a word like this. If I have the word beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous. If I have, for example, also fantastic. Yalla, try right now to compare between two people using these words. Can I add er? If I want to say, for example,
No.
Wateen is more beautiful than me. Would I say Wateen is beautifuler than me?
No.
Or can I say Wateen is gorgeouser than me? No.
No.
Can I say
More than.
Wateen is fantasticer than me? No. Why, طيب? Because it's so hard to pronounce it this way. So
Yeah.
these words, the long adjective, will never take er, no er with them. طيب, what would we do if we want to compare between them, between two people? Then I have to put something else, which is more. يعني instead of er, I will put more. Where I put the more? I put more before the adjective. وبعدها, after it, I will put than. Then I would say like this. I would say Wateen is more beautiful than who? You will put the other person because we said compare يعني two people. Than Hanan. I mentioned the other person.
No, miss, why?
I'm just giving you an example. It's okay. I'm giving you an example because I want you to understand. So here it's a long adjective. I will put more and than after it. طيب, I would say, for example, Wateen is more gorgeous than, again, than Hanan. So every time you have a long adjective, you have to see. طب how would I know if it's long adjective? You try to read that word and try to add er. If you can add er, then خلاص, it will fit. If you can't add er, then this is a long adjective. And usually long adjective يعني more than one syllable. If I come to divide this word, it will become beautiful. Beauty and full. Two syllable. Gorgeous. 2 syllable. Any word that is more than 1 syllable in English, I can't add ER to it because it's long يعني. Then what I will do, I will put more and than. So Maggie is more beautiful than Mr. Burns. These are for the comparing. Is it easy until now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Miss.
Miss.
But
Okay,
can't we say like the beast is more humongous than big?
more
Can
what?
it be like that? Huger than big.
Huger?
Than big.
No, you can't put that. Why? Because huge will not take ER also. It will take more. Some of the words, even if they are 1 syllable, they will not take ER. Like what? Like the word huge, you can't put ER for it.
How it will be?
Huge. You will not say huger. No, you will say more huge. More huge than. كمان another word that doesn't take ER is fun. You will not say funnier, you will say more fun. More fun than. Why طيب يا miss, these words are small, they are 1 syllable. Yes, they are 1 syllable, but there are some exceptions for each rule. يعني كل قاعدة إلها استثناءات. Here we have huge and fun, they will never take ER. Why? لأنه أصلا if you add ER, the pronunciation of it will be weird. It's not correct. يعني you can't say huger. You will feel that if you want to understand if you are doing good in English or not, put your sentence and try to read it. If it's weird to your hearing, it's weird to your ear, then there's something wrong. يعني I can't say this school is huger than Dar al Fursan. No, I will say this school is more huge than Dar al Fursan. Hanan is funnier than Ghalia, for example. لا, we can't do that. We will say Hanan is more fun than Ghalia. It's only a sentence.
Miss, I'm shocked.
I'm joking. You are more fun than me, I promise you. It's only a joke. Okay, girls. Now this is for what? For the small adjective and long adjective. But we have another rule for comparing. What is it? There are some words in English, they will not take ER and they will not take more. طيب, how to make them compare between two things? These words, I call it irregular. Irregular يعني they will change their face. Which means that if I have the word good, let's imagine the word good, and I want to say Hanan, or for example, I want to say Malak is more good than Hanan. خلاص? I will not say Malak is more good. Imagine more good than.
You can't say gooder.
And you can say also Malak is gooder than Hanan, right? Because this doesn't make sense even to your ear. Your ear will feel so weird, like what kind of English is that? Malak is gooder than Hanan. Malak is more good. What more good than Hanan? This is not English.
Is greater?
So, what we have to do, we have to put another word. So instead of good, I will put better. It will change its face. So good here, if I want to compare between two people, I will not use good, I will use better. Then I will use Malak is better than Hanan. I will not use ER or more. طيب, also I have bad. Would I say badder or more bad? No, of course not. Bad here, it's irregular adjective. Then it will change its face. So I will say, for example, math, or let's say chemistry is worse than math. I would say like this, for example. And all of these are examples. Don't take anything for granted. Chemistry is worse than math. I will not say badder or more bad, because bad is irregular adjective, يعني it will change its face. طيب, what about far? Should I say farther or more far? This doesn't make sense also. No, I will change it. Far, it will become farther. Farther. So Dar al Fursan is farther than Salam Mall. I want to compare between Salam Mall and Darfur San, for example. خلاص. Then far, it becomes farther. But in far here, I can use it in two ways. I can say farther than, the same far, I'll put T-H-E-R,
Or
farther.
further.
Or I can make it in another pronunciation to say further than. All of them is correct. If you say farther or further, all of them is correct. هذه اختلاف في اللهجات. Nothing else. But you can use this or this. طيب much. I want to say, for example, I have much money. But my money is more than my brother. Should I say Hanan has much money than Faisal, for example? No. I will change much to more. Then Hanan has more money than her brother. So much, it will be more. Good, it will be better. Bad, it will be worse. Far, it will be farther or further. And remember, always, when you compare between two people, always put than. Always put than. So always put than. Maybe er than, like for example, easier than. Or if you put more, you have to say, for example, more beautiful than. Or if you want to use a regular adjective, it will be better than. Always you have to put than. Why we put than? Because we want to show that there is another person in the other side and I'm comparing to this person. So that's why I have to put than. Okay? This is for the comparing between two people. Do you have any question until now?
No, miss. No, miss.
Okay, what about you, brother of Ghalia? Do you have any questions, sweetie?
Miss, he left before because his class started.
Okay, what's his name?
Omar, the one who was screaming before.
Okay, nice to meet him. Inshallah, he will come later to complete one day. Now, we have superlative. طيب, what does it mean superlative? Superlative from its name. Super يعني a person is better than all the others. That's why I call him super. So superlative يعني I compare one person to a group of people. Or I compare one place to a group of places. For example, I like steakhouse restaurant, and I want to compare it to all restaurants in Jeddah. Why? Because I think it's the best one. Or for example, I want to compare one girl in the class from all the other girls in the class. This is also superlative. So the relationship in the superlative from one person to all other people around him. That's why I call him superlative. طيب, how to do superlative in English? It's super easy. Instead of er in this situation, we will put est at the end and the before it. طيب, why do we put the? Because we want to tell you that this is the person that I mean. Like for example, I want to compare this person to all the people and he has more money than them. I want to use the adjective rich. What would I say? I would say Mr. Burns is the richest in Springfield. So I would put est and the before it. طيب, I want to say also, for example, I am young in my family. I am the younger one. خلاص? And I want to compare myself to the whole family. I would say Hanan is the youngest, yes, youngest girl in her family. طيب, I want to say, for example, I am so short and I want to compare my tall to the whole family. I want to say that I'm short. I will say Hanan is the shortest in her family. So notice right here, I put est and I put the before it to tell you that I'm talking about myself. I am the one that I compare myself to the others. So the before the adjective, est at the end. Understood? So young become youngest, short, shortest, tall, tallest, smallest, smallest. Okay, this is for the first rule. If we have a small adjective, and this is how we do it. But if I have a small adjective that ends with y, again, I will change the y to I and I add est. So funny, it become funniest. If I have, for example, la ilaha illallah, if I have happy, it will become happiest. Lazy, laziest. Easy, easiest. And then the third rule is when I have another one which is consonant, vowel consonant. Again, I want to add est, I will double the last consonant. So the fattest, the fittest, the wettest. Then I have rule number 4. Now I have a big syllable, a big adjective, a long adjective like beautiful, fantastic, gorgeous. Again, I can't add est right now. What should I add, طيب يا miss? I would add the most. And I put it before the adjective. Like for example, I can say Hanan is for example, Hanan is the most beautiful girl in the family. Okay, so here I choose Hanan, I compare her to the whole family, but I have the word beautiful, which is a long adjective, so I can't add est. What should I add? I would
Miss the
add the
prettiest?
most. What?
The prettiest, for example?
The prettiest, yes. But for example, if I want to use the word beautiful instead of the pretty, because pretty, we have two types of beautiness. We have a pretty, the word pretty, it means beautiful, and we have a beautiful. All of them means that this person had good looking. So if I want to use pretty, it will become the prettiest. I will change the Y to I and add est. If I want to add the beautiful, to work with the beautiful, then I will say the most beautiful. Understood?
Yeah, miss.
Okay. طيب. Dangerous, again, it's a long adjective. I will say the most dangerous. This is for the long adjectives. طيب. Rule number 5. Now I have the irregular adjectives, which is good, do, bad, do, far, or much. How would I make it with superlative? Good right here, it will become the best. For example, Hanan is the best in the class. طيب, Hanan is the worst in the class. I compare myself to the whole class. So if I want to use bad or good, I will use the best or the worst. Far, طيب. Dar al-Fursan is the farthest or the furthest between all the other schools. Hanan has the most amount of money among her brothers. Okay, so much, it will become the must right here. And these are the rules of superlative and comparative adjectives. Do you have any question, my girls, until now?
No, thank you, miss.
No, miss.
Okay, my girls. Super easy. When you apply it, believe me, it will become like water. Let's go right now and go for your books in the page 352.
Which book again?
Notebook.
Okay.
352. This is the page I wanted to open. 352.
Okay.
Read the first question, ya Malak.
Okay, miss. Write the comparative and superlative forms of each adjective. Adjective, comparative,
Adjective, comparative, superlative. I have the word.
superlative.
I have the word fine. How to make it a comparative between two people? I want to compare between you and Watin, for example, huh? You are.
Malak is finer than Watin.
Yes, salam عليك, excellent job. We will put ER. Why? Because it's a small adjective. I will put ER only. طيب, make it superlative. Finer than. Just a minute. And superlative, it will become, I want to compare you and the whole class. You are the?
Malak is the finer.
Finest. Malak is the finest in the class. Okay, because I compare you and the whole class. If I compare you to a whole group, then I'll put est. If I compare two people, Yalla, number 2, ya Ghalia. Easy.
Okay.
Math is than English.
Easy than.
Huh?
Easier than.
Easier than. Excellent job. And I will change the Y to I. طيب, what about superlative?
The easiest.
The easiest. Excellent, my girl. The easiest. Number 5, ya Watin.
Plentiful.
More plentiful.
More plentiful. Very good. More plentiful than. And this one, superlative.
Most plentiful.
The most plentiful.
Um,
Very good. Excellent. Sad.
sad,
Sadder.
Sadder. And what I would do with the D?
it will double.
Double. Excellent job, Malak, because we have consonant, vowel, consonant, and becomes sadder. Sadder than. طيب, and make it superlative يا Malak.
Saddest.
The saddest. Excellent. The saddest person.
It's sad, miss, that they are talking
The
about
saddest.
sad.
Little. Give me little. Little. It will become
so-
this than. This is, you didn't take it, so I will help you with it. And I will say this person is the least one.
The littlest one?
Yes, the least. The least. Right.
Miss, I feel like I'm doing math now.
What?
I feel like I'm doing math now.
Okay, positive. I want to make it comparative, huh? It's a long
More
adjective or a small?
Long.
Long. So I will put what? ER or more? More. Excellent. More positive than. More positive than. طيب, make it superlative.
Most
Most
positive.
positive.
Most positive. Excellent, my girls. طيب, brilliant.
More brilliant.
More
than.
brilliant.
More brilliant. Yeah. And make it superlative.
The
Most
most
brilliant.
brilliant.
Excellent job. طيب, let's go right now to the next one. Circle the correct form of the adjectives to complete each sentence. My sister's ring is shiner or more shiner than mine. What do you think?
More shiner.
More shiner.
Ah, shine. The word shine is one syllable.
Shinier.
Oh, no,
Shinier.
shiny.
Shinier. Shinier than.
Shiny.
The diamond looked spectacular or more
No,
spectacular.
more spectacular.
More spectacular.
Why? Because it's a long adjective. Number 17. John was the most careful or carefulest prospector.
Most careful.
Most careful because it's a long adjective. Can she make this gold leaf more thin or thinner than it is now?
Thinner.
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 Excellent, because it's a short one. Easy peasy?
Yeah, Miss.
Lemon squeeze.
Lemon squeezy, and I hope that you liked it. And inshallah, next time we'll have more exercise, and I will give you a game inshallah on Tuesday. Okay, my girls, any question right now?
Nope.
No, miss.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you inshallah tomorrow. Bye bye, my girls. Love you.
Bye.
Bye, miss.
Bye, Miss.
Bye.